What's up, everyone? Time for a redemption review, as I'm calling it. I'm going to be doing these over the next few months, maybe even throughout this year. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me or how many I'm going to end up wanting to do, but these are the reviews that I kind of flopped on the first time. I messed it up the first time around. I did a horrible job back in the day. Up until 2012 or so, I absolutely hate my reviews. I cringe when I watched them, and I think it was around mid-2012, maybe my Linkin Park Living Things review, whenever I started finally realizing what it was going to take to be a music critic. It was going to be more than just listing off my favorites from the album. With that being said, with all of the drama surrounding the band this week, it's time to dive into the 2001 album Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink-182. Pop punkers Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, and Travis Barker released this follow-up to the highly successful Enema of the State, and this is my all-time favorite Blink album. It's full of these fast-paced drums. They kind of laid those building blocks there on the last album, and they just really rounded out their sound. Added a little bit, at times you could hear a little bit more maturity, but overall they still had that just kind of fun, flowing, young, youthful vibe, and it was just really energetic, and it's an album that I can still thoroughly enjoy to this day. Of course, I've had this album for a very, very long time on CD, but I just recently picked it up on vinyl. A little bit expensive, I will say that, but to me it was worth it. This album starts off with a really fast-paced style. You can hear the drums pick up on Anthem Part 2, which kind of leads right out of Anthem off of Enema of the State, and then Online songs. Definitely two of my favorites, two of their staple tracks that kind of capture that signature sound, but what I like about the rest of the album is that it just really built on that. All throughout there's a loose running theme of just being young, relationships, life, not understanding women, etc., fucking things up, and just having a good time. I think some of my favorite songs are the really stupid and silly short ones like Happy Holidays, You Bastard, and of course the bonus tracks When You Fucked Grandpa, and of course I Wanna Fuck a Dog. It's interesting which songs have really grown with me over the years, and I think a lot of those come in the latter half of this record. Towards the end of this one, we've got songs like Every Time I Look for You, Shut Up, Please Take Me Home, and of course Give Me One Good Reason. Give Me One Good Reason has definitely evolved probably into my top 3 for songs on the record. Shut Up shows Mark Hoppus getting all of his feelings out there, kind of channeling some aggression through this track, I feel like, and of course there's a fucking plane flying over my house right now. Shut the fuck up! There's a good balance between Hoppus and DeLonge on the vocals on this thing, and I think that I like that they kind of split it up in terms of the songs, the amount of songs that each singer got, and it's not like they haven't done that in the past, it's just that they've always struck such a good balance, and I think that that's why Blink has always remained one of my favorite groups. Rollercoaster and Reckless Abandon remain two of my favorite tracks on this record. I think Rollercoaster showcases that they were branching out a little bit. You'll notice a little synth and electronic part there in the middle of the song, along with a nice little drum solo from Travis Barker. Absolutely love that. The bass creeps back in on that song from Hoppus, and it just sounds absolutely phenomenal. Love the lyrics on that one, as well as the track that comes right after that, of course, Reckless Abandon. I think I love that one just because of its punk-leaning style, a nice pop-punk feel overall, I would say, but DeLonge really takes a fast-paced vocal delivery on that one, just kind of feeling like he's not good enough, but at the same time not really caring and just kind of shrugging it off. The chorus on that one is one of the most memorable of all time in Blink's discography, just for me at least. I mentioned loving Anthem Part 2. That one's got one of the most memorable guitar parts on this record, and I think Online Songs has one of the most memorable bass parts, and that's funny because they kind of come as a 1-2 punch there right at the beginning of the album. And then of course, we've got our singles like First Date, Stay Together for the Kids, and of course The Rock Show. Some of those have gotten a little bit old to me with time. The Rock Show in particular, that's probably one that I would say I would skip over from time to time, along with Story of a Lonely Guy. Not that I dislike either of those songs, it's just that I had this one friend back in the day that would always play Story of a Lonely Guy. Stay Together for the Kids is one that definitely still has an impact, a very emotionally in check song, and just kind of talks about the devastation of a family and a life kind of crumbling and falling apart. And it's nice that they kind of had those more mature themes in there. Not only on that track, you could see traces of it in other songs like Reckless Abandon in the lyrics and of course the music surrounding it. It just seemed a little bit more well structured, and you could see that Blink-182 were going places, and it really came out in their Untitled record in 2003. It's an undeniably fun record overall, and it's something that, despite a few songs being a little bit more mature, I don't think that they ever took themselves too seriously. Never did, and that's why I'm hoping that Blink will just call it quits after their upcoming festival appearances, just to kind of keep the legacy intact. It's really sad for me to see all of the internal drama going on with the band at this point. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, like I said, my favorite record from Blink-182. I hope you enjoyed my Redemption review. This album, of course, one of my favorites of all time, and for me, is a 5 out of 5. If you've never heard Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink-182, do so immediately by clicking the link in the description down below. You can, of course, find all of my social media links down there. And, of course, if you'd like to donate to the channel, help the reviews keep flowing, it's the top link in that description. Check out all of my other channels. Those are linked below as well. Smash the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more of my reviews. And, of course, if you have anything you'd like to see me tackle, let me know so in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon right here on ARTV.